Denver 7 Meet the Picks is sponsored by Ramos Law. If you've been injured, Dr. Ramos and his team are here to help.
Hello, everybody. I'm Lionel Bienvenu, and welcome to Denver 7's special presentation of Broncos Draft 2019. Meet the Picks. Now, in round 2, at number 41 overall, the Broncos took Dalton Risner, the offensive lineman out of Kansas State, and boy, was Dalton excited. He grew up a Broncos fan in Wiggins, Colorado. Our Broncos insider Troy Renck sat down with the big guy, talking about living the dream with his home state team.
How much of this is a pinch me moment to become a Bronco, having grown up in Wiggins, Colorado, and you played at Mile High in high school? I mean, is it a little bit surreal, or are you starting to take shape that, man, I'm really, and you look around, I'm a Bronco?
Yeah, you know, growing up and watching Denver Bronco games and going to the games, and I told people, you know, I was at that game my senior year of high school, and I promised myself the next time I was there that I was either going to be playing the Broncos or I was going to be a Bronco, because I knew it was a good chance I want to be back. And it's a surreal moment, man. I'm so blessed and thankful to be a part of such a great organization with Mr. Bowman and Mr. Elway and Coach Fangio, Coach Munchak. I could keep listing guys down the line that I'm just so honored to be a part of.
One thing that always comes out about your line play, two things, versatility and nastiness. They're talking about you starting at guard, or at least competing for that job. Where's your comfort level in terms of moving inside? Because you've played both center and tackle at K-State.
Yeah. You know, wherever Coach Munchak decides to put me, I don't know where that's going to be. I'm going to go to work for him, whether that's tackle, guard, or center, and I feel comfortable doing that. And, you know, obviously tackle, guard, there's a little bit difference in that type of play. You got guys like Von Miller, you got guys like Derek Wolfe in the inside. But being able to play center my whole life and know what the interior is like on the offensive line, center is just like being guard, but you're snapping the ball, right? And you're in control of the line. Guard, I worked at Kansas State throughout practice. I've been backup guard for 2 years now. I played tackle for 3 years. So I'm comfortable with all the positions, and you mentioned that as one of the positives with me, and I take a lot of pride in that, because, you know, you only suit 7 or 8 guys on game day, and I feel like being able to play across the line will really help me, and I haven't even got to get underneath Coach Munchak yet, and I know he's going to really transform me.
Describe your play and kind of where does that come from? Because when we talk to you in this environment, you're a nice, you're a humble guy, but man, I watch your film and you scare me a little bit.
Well, man, I appreciate that. It's just, I'm not out there making any friends on the football field. It's a job. I'm a professional athlete, and I'm out there to destroy you. I'm not going to let you touch my quarterback. I'm not going to let you touch my running back. I'm going to protect those guys. And, you know, I've already spoken with Drew and Philip Lindsay and all these guys on the team, and Garrett Bowles hung out with me last night. I'm going to work so hard for these guys. And, you know, off the field, I'm going to be a good guy. I'm going to represent this organization and give back to people and use my platform for good instead of the wrong ways. And when I get on that football field, there's not going to be anything good about it. I'm gonna be out there being nasty and protecting my guys on the Denver Broncos.
Cannot wait to see Dalton get after it on Sundays at Mile High. And stay tuned. Much more with Troy and Dalton Risner right after this break.
I'm a medical doctor and an attorney.
If you've been injured in a car crash or at work, Dr. Ramos and his team are here to help you. Ramos Law, we can help.
I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but the last year's class, they shifted philosophically to captains, guys who played a bunch of football, 3-4 year starters, felt like they could integrate themselves to professional games sooner because of that. You fit that mold. How can that help you in a transition to the pro game, given how much you played at K-State, how much you were respected in the locker room?
I think just the fact that I'm not showing up as a 20, 21-year-old kid that has his priorities out of line, that's interested in getting a brand new car, interested about the big parties, and I'm ready to be a professional athlete. I realize that there's grown men on this football team that are putting food on the table for their families, and I have all intentions of coming in here with my priorities in line. I'm going to come and earn the respect of this football team and be a professional, and there's nothing about that. I've been a captain for 3 years. I've started for 4 years at Kansas State. I'm confident in my ability. I'm confident in my ability on and off the field and with my leadership, and I'm just ready to get down here and get to work, and I think that being able to do that brings a lot more to the table than some guys have done.
Tell me about these. What are these?
Yeah, these are the. I don't know if they're in here, but these are the these are the work boots right here, man. So, I figure every time I, get here to the facility, I'm going to have the work boots on because I'm coming to work. And, you can see the creases throughout them all, the scratches, the mud, and I'm probably not going to be wearing anything pretty in terms of shoes. So I figured I'd bring the boots out today.
Did you do like farm? What kind of stuff did you do? Were you more of a ranching, like Paradis is a guy I loved? I mean, he was still working the ranch in the off season. What did you do in Wiggins?
So, I did 4-H growing up. I showed pigs, I showed cows, I showed dairy heifers. We didn't have a ranch in terms of for our income and our money. We just had like hobby ranching. So 50 head of cattle. I used to bull ride. I used to barrel race.
Really?
Oh yeah, I used to do it all, man.
You got too big to barrel race.
I got too big to barrel race and bull ride. They said, hey man, I think football might be your calling. So it was, that's what I was raised on doing, right? So I wore these boots doing that. I'm probably not going to be able to buy a pair for a while because size 18s, man, hard to come by nowadays for size 18 boots.
Last thing, I'll let you go. Did you have your greatest Bronco memory growing up?
Ooh, man, I don't know if this is going to be one that you guys think it is, but they're playing the Pittsburgh Steelers probably senior year of high school, maybe my freshman year of college, I don't know, around that time. Tim Tebow, and he throws that pass to Demaryius Thomas and goes like 90 yards, and we won the wild card against the Steelers. Huge game. We were undervalued that year, with Tim Tebow and everything, and by far that's just been a moment that has just been really, really cool. And Terrell Davis got on air and spoke about me about a month ago and said how they could use me, and that was crazy. I'm looking forward to being able to meet him and Shannon Sharp and a lot of the guys. Got to meet Orlando Franklin today, and guys like that would be pretty cool.
Thanks, Troy and Dalton. Wow, what a great pick by the Broncos in round 2. Dalton Risner is coming home. Hey, thanks for watching our Broncos Draft special presentation, Meet the Picks, and make sure to join us again right here as we'll meet the other Broncos picks as well. I'm Lionel Bienvenu. We'll see you next time.
Denver 7 Meet the Picks was sponsored by Ramos Law. If you've been injured, Dr. Ramos and his team are here to help.